Welcome to this Flowise Credentials module. Throughout this module, we will learn how to manage credentials in Flowise. Credentials are the passwords that allow us to certain services. For example, when we want to use the network code, we need access credentials, since that service has costs. The storage of all these passwords is done through Flowise. This prevents us from having to store all the credentials locally or continuously adding them. In this way, they are all stored in Flowise and are in a centralized location, allowing us to reuse them as many times as needed. These credentials are stored within the credentials section. Here we can see the different credentials we have generated. In this case, we have an access credential. For instance, there are two from OpenAI, which we can distinguish by the symbol. Then the credential name is displayed when it was added and when it was created. Later, we have the option to edit the credentials. If we wanted to edit one, we would simply go to Edit and we could modify the name or the API key. It is also possible to delete the credentials from this section, simply by clicking on the trash can and then on Delete. To add credentials, we can do it from two different points. One is directly from Add Credential, where we could search for the type of service we want to use. Then we would need to enter the name and the credential, and finally click on Add. The alternative is to do it within a project. Now we will generate the credentials from a project. We go to the beginning and create a new chat flow. In this case, it will be a conversational agent that uses the OpenAI model and also has memory. Later, we add the conversational agent. To this agent, we add the ability to search the internet, so we add the Serve Up tool. Since we have previously used OpenAI models in the credential part, Connect Credential already appears and it shows us the credential we had previously added. If we wanted to create a new one, we will select Create New. It is advisable to have different credentials for different projects, even if we use the same model and large language. This allows us to keep track of the expenses of each project. We select the credential we already have and link it. In memory, it is not necessary to configure anything, so we also link it. Finally, we link Serve Up to Web Tools. Now, in Serve Puppy, we see that we don't have any credentials since we have deleted it, so we need to create one. For that, we access Serve Puppy account and copy the API.keys. After adding it, we save the project and check its correct operation by responding to our inquiries accessing the internet. As we can see, Flowise offers a credential unification service that allows us to store and manage our credentials securely, using them as many times as needed without adding them one by one.